Students, good evening everyone. We had already discussed related to adverb and so many examples on the topic adverb. Today's topic is very important. Today's let's focus on types of adverbs. Before that, let's repeat once again the meaning of adverb what we had discussed in the recent video class. My dear students, I already said that adverb is a word which qualify, modify, or adds to the meaning of verb, adjective, or one more adverb in a sentence. So that was the meaning I said already. So adverb which qualify, modify, or adds to the meaning of verb or adjective or one more adverb in a sentence, and I gave multiple examples on that particular topic. I hope you enjoyed that particular topic. And before watching this video, I request all my dear students, please watch that particular video, that is what is the meaning of adverb and multiple examples on that. Then only you can able to understand this particular topic. Before beginning, I request everyone, please subscribe my YouTube channel and hit on the bell icon so that you never miss an update. And I give the full notes related to this particular topic in the description box in the form of link, so everybody can make use of my notes and get the benefit. So let's begin now. So types of adverbs, there are many types of adverbs. Let us see the list here. First one is adverb of time. That is bracket, we have to ask question when in order to get the answer. Second one is adverb of place. Here we have to ask the question where to get the particular adverb as answer. Third one is adverb of manner. The question asking where is how. Fourth one is adverb of frequency. How do we ask question to get the answer? How often or how often. Fifth one is adverbs of degree. Here in order to get answer we have to ask the question how much or to what extent. Next type of adverb is interrogative adverb. These are question words, that is WH questions. Next type of adverb is a relative adverb. And the eighth type of adverb is conjunctive adverbs. Regarding this we had already so many videos I made, you can go through in the playlist. So let's move to the type of one adverb, that is adverb of time. Here, as the name itself, we can understand that here all adverbs are talking about time. So if we want to get the answer of adverb of time, we have to ask a question just from the beginning word when, then we can easily get the answer, that is adverb of time. Here is a list of adverbs of time words. Let us look at these words which are adverb of time. Now, then, today, tomorrow, yesterday, tonight, earlier, later, soon, already, just, recently, lately, immediately, instantly, presently, eventually, finally, previously, afterwards, before, afterwards, meanwhile, simultaneously, nowadays, formerly, once, twice, sometimes, always, never. My dear students, all these words, all these adverbs, what they tell us? They tell us about time. They tell us about time, that is at what time a particular action has happened. At what time a particular action has happened or had happened, at what time. So this is the description this adverb of time gives related to the action verb. Let's have a few examples. I am busy now. She visited us yesterday. We have a test today. They will arrive tomorrow. The bus will come soon. I will call you later. I will call you later. Same example repeated. Sorry. She has already finished the work. I recently met him. My dear student, just you look at red colored words. They are describing, they are qualifying, they are modifying verbs. Which are the verbs here? I am busy now. Busy is the verb. In second example, visited is the verb. In third example, test is a verb. In fourth example, arrive is the verb. In fifth example, come. In sixth example, call. In seventh example, already. In eighth example, in seventh example, finished. In last example, met. These are verbs, and red color words are adverbs. Just two examples I want to describe here. I am busy now. I am busy. Busy is the action word. Busy when? Now. So you see, we are asking the question here, when. She visited us yesterday. When did she visit? Visited is the action verb. How do we ask the question here? When did she visit? What is the answer? Yesterday. So this is how we use the question, that is when, to get the answer of adverb of time. One more example I want to take here. We have a test today. We have a test today. So when do we have a test? When do we have a test? The answer is today. So here the answer we are getting by asking question when. So when we ask the question when, whatever the answers we get, those are adverb of time. They describe verbs and they talk about time, at that time that particular action has happened. So I hope you understand. Let's move to the next type of adverb. Just you look at the screen. This is adverb of place. Adverb of place. Now, what is adverb of place? Adverb of place is nothing but actions are happening in which place. Whatever the action that is happening or happened, where the action happened, where the action has happened. So these adverbs, they tell us about a particular place. They tell us about where actually the action happened. That is why here we have to ask the question where to get the answer of adverb of place. If we get the answer, so 100% these adverbs are adverb of place. They tell us about a particular place where the action has happened. You see, these are the list of adverbs which are adverb of place. You let us see now. Here, there, everywhere, somewhere, nowhere, anywhere, outside, inside, above, below, upstairs, downstairs, near, far, away, abroad, behind, ahead, nearby, around, beyond, home. My dear students, these all are adverbs. They tell us about place. So these all are adverb of place words because they give the answer of actions where a particular action has happened. Let's have a few more examples here in the form of sentences. Come here quickly. Come. Where? Here. So you see, it is telling about the place. So here, this is the adverb which is telling us about a place. That is why it is adverb of place. Let's have the next examples. The book is there. The book is where? There. You see the place. Flowers are everywhere in the garden. Where are the flowers? The flowers are in the garden. So here I am asking the question where. So we are getting the answer everywhere. So that is why these adverbs are adverb of place. I left my keys somewhere. The lost dog was nowhere to be seen. The children are playing outside. So here playing is a verb. Where playing? Outside. So playing is a verb. Outside is an adverb of place. They lost a dog. Lost. That is a verb. Where did they lost? Nowhere. That nowhere is nothing but it is telling about place. There is no any fixed place. That is the answer. I left my keys somewhere. Left is a verb. Where did you leave the keys? That is somewhere. Somewhere is adverb of place. So here we are getting the clear idea about that. These adverbs are telling us about the place of action, and we are getting the answer by asking the question where. So let's move to the next type, that is third type of adverb, that is adverb of manner. Manner is nothing but how a particular action has happened. So how means, that is we are asking the question how. It tells us about manner, in which way a particular action has happened. That is called adverb of manner. So in order to get answer, we have to ask the question how. So here are some a bundle of a list of words which talk about adverb of manner. So I want to read these words now quickly, slowly, carefully, happily, sadly, loudly, silently, easily, badly, bravely, beautifully, honestly, angrily, calmly, eagerly, faithfully, foolishly, kindly, neatly, politely, rudely, softly, suddenly, patiently, fast. So here commonly ly comes when, if you want to identify adverb of manner, we just focus on ly at the last portion. There is a common feature of adverb of manner words. Let's have a few examples. He ran quickly to catch the bus. What question we have to ask here? He ran quickly to catch the bus. How did he run? How did he run to catch the bus? Quickly. Next question, next sentence. The old man walked slowly. How did the old man walk? Slowly. She carried the glass carefully. How did she carry the glass? Carefully. The children played happily. How did the children play? Happily. The baby cried loudly. How did the baby cry? Loudly. So here at every moment we are asking the question how, and we are getting the answers of adverbs. That is why they are called adverb of manner, because they tell us about how a particular action is happening. That is why the proper question we have to ask is how. That is adverb of manner. I hope you understand what is the meaning of adverb of manner. So let's have a few more examples here. So the student sat silently in the class. The soldier fought bravely. She spoke politely to the guest. He writes neatly. She solved the problem easily. Just you look at adverb of manner words in a red color. Ly is the last portion. Just you look at the ly, syllable at the last portion. So ly is the common feature that we usually see in adverb of manner words. So let's move to the next type of adverb, that is adverb of frequency. So in order to get the answer here, we have to ask how often, or else how often. Okay, so here is a list of adverbs. They tell us about adverb of frequency. So what are those? Let's read now. Always, usually, often, frequently, sometimes, occasionally, rarely, seldom, hardly, scarcely, never, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. So these are the words. They tell us about how often a particular action is happening. How often means at how many time, whether action is happening one time, two time, three time. So how often a particular action is repeating, that is these words tell us about. Okay, frequency is nothing but a particular action is occurring, how many times repeatedly a particular action is happening. That is called adverb of frequency. So we have to ask how often a particular question to get the answer of adverb of frequency words. Here are some examples I want to read now. I always wake up early. She rarely watches television. I rarely watch TV. He seldom makes mistakes. I never lie. He exercises daily. The meeting happens weekly. You see, here, first, let us see first example. I always wake up early. So here we have to ask questions. How often? That is, how often you wake up early? I mean, I mean, how many times, how repeatedly you wake up early only. I mean, whether you wake up every day early or only in at some time only you wake up early. That is a question. So the answer is always. How often? Always I wake up early in the morning. That is the question. She rarely watches television. How often? How often does she watch television? How often does he watch television? That is, how many times he repeatedly watch television. The question is, the answer is rarely. Rarely means very, I mean, where in few cases only she watches television. So that is, we have to ask the question, how often. Next, one more example I want to read. That is a fifth one I want to read. I never lie. I never lie. How often do you say lie? I mean, how many times you repeatedly say lie words? So the answer is never. No, no, no. I never say lie. I always say true. So here we are asking the question how often to get the answer. So this is what adverb of frequency. Adverb of frequency is nothing but a particular is action. A particular action is happening repeatedly. How many time? Whether it is happening one time daily, whether it is happening two times, three times, monthly, weekly. How many time a particular action is repeating? That is what we called what we say adverb of frequency. To get the answer, we have to ask the question how often. So next type of adverb is, that is you look at the screen. Adverb of degree. Degree is nothing but level. At what level? Whether it in low level or middle level or high level. Intensity. So adverb of degree is nothing but it tell us about intensity of an action. I mean, any action, whatever the actions we are doing, performing, what is the intensity of that particular action? That is what we call adverb of degree. So in order to get the answer, we have to ask the question how much. How much? So I want to read here a list of adverb of degrees here. Very, to, quite, almost, nearly, completely, entirely, absolutely, extremely, fairly, rather, highly, fully, partly, barely, hardly, just, enough. So these are some list of adverb of degree. Some examples here now. She is very happy. What the question we have to ask? How much happy is she? How much happy is she? Or else we can ask one more question. Sorry for that, I am unable to remember now. So how much happy is she? So the answer is she is very happy. Very, it is telling about the intensity of her feeling, degree of her feeling. Next example, the water is too hot. How much hot is the water? How much hot is the water? So the water is too hot. So you see, too hot, it is telling us about degree of a particular action, the intensity of a particular action. The water is too hot. You see here, hot is what? Here hot is adjective. Here hot is adjective. How much hot the water is? Too hot. So it is the two word, it is telling about the intensity of that particular thing. Okay, next example, the movie was quite interesting. Okay, how much interesting was the movie? Quite interesting. Quite is nothing but too much. Very interesting, that is the meaning. So next one is, I almost finished the book. The work is nearly complete. He completely forgot the meeting. So here all the red color words, these are the adverb of degree. They tell us about intensity of a particular action. In order to get the answer, we have to use the question how much to get the answer. Let's move to the next type of adverb, interrogative adverbs. So my dear students, here I want to give one information before making next video. There are so many parts of speech which are really quite confusing for so many students. For example, interrogative pronoun, interrogative adjective, interrogative adverb. So interrogative, these words repeatedly comes in so many parts of speech types. So I will make separate video on that. What is the difference between interrogative pronoun, interrogative adverbs, interrogative adjective? In this way, usually students make confusion in this regard. So I will make separate video related to that. So just wait for that video particular. Okay, my dear students. So let us know the meaning of this one. Interrogative adverbs. So interrogative adverbs, these are the questions words. So what are the interrogative adverbs in English? When, where, why, how. These are the interrogative adverbs. They modify action, they modify verb, adverb, adjective. So these are the only WH words we use as interrogative adverbs, that is when, where, why, and how. Let us see how these words we use in examples. When will the meeting start? When did you finish your homework? When are they coming? Where do they live? Where did you put my books? Why are you late today? Why did she leave early? How did you solve these problems? How does this machine work? You see, just look at the underlined WH words in the beginning. They are modifying verbs. Which verbs they are modifying? In the first example, meeting. In the second example, finish. In the third example, meeting. In the fourth example, leave. In the next example, put. In the next example, why are you late today? So in the next example, they are not telling us about action, but instead they're telling us about late verb, that is they modifying the verb late. In the next example, why did she leave early? Here why is modifying the verb leave. In the next example, how is modifying the verb solve. So in this way, here these adverbs, these WH adverbs, they are modifying verbs in the form of question. That is why these WH words are called interrogative adverbs. So there is a lot of confusion related to interrogative adverbs, interrogative pronouns, interrogative adjectives. So related to that, I will make a separate video. There is no need to worry about all that. So next one is, that is the last one is, I think this is the last one. Okay, sorry, one more is there. Seventh one is conjunctive adverbs. Conjunctive adverbs, I already made a particular separate video. Conjunctive adverbs, they function as conjunctions. I mean, we use these words for joining two independent clauses. That is why they function as conjunction also. And next, they function as adverb also. That is why the name is conjunctive adverb. That is, it has two functions. These words performs two functions. They combine independent clauses, that is they perform as conjunction also, and they modify verbs also. That is why they perform adverb function also. So that is why the name is conjunctive adverbs. I already made a separate video on this. You can go through in the playlist. So what are the conjunctive adverbs? Let us see in the screen now. However, therefore, moreover, nevertheless, consequently, meanwhile, otherwise, similarly, furthermore, hence, thus. So there are a number of conjunctive adverbs are there. You can watch my best video I have made in the playlist. You can check through related to this particular topic, conjunctive adverbs. So let us see some examples. He worked hard, therefore he succeeded. It was raining, however we continued our journey. My dear students, conjunctive adverb speciality is they combine two independent clauses, and after first independent clauses there is semicolon. Just I want to show here, just to look at the circled, just I circled already. In every example, after first sentence there is semicolon. He worked hard, therefore he succeeded. He worked hard, after that there is semicolon. It was raining, after that there is semicolon. It was raining, after that there is semicolon. He worked hard, after that there is semicolon. So in conjunctive adverb there is a common feature that after first independent clause there are semicolons. After that the main word, that is conjunctive adverb. Therefore, however, therefore, moreover, meanwhile, these are conjunctive adverbs. After that there is comma. Just you look at comma. Just to look at the circles, there is comma, after therefore comma, after however comma. So conjunctive adverbs combine two independent clauses. After first independent clause there are semicolons, and after conjunctive adverbs there are commas, and after that the remaining independent clause. So this is the main feature of conjunctive adverbs. So I want to read two examples here and their meaning also. He worked hard, therefore he succeeded. He worked hard, therefore he succeeded. Next example, it was raining, however we continued our journey. It was raining even after that. However, we didn't stop our working. We continued our journey. Even after that, we didn't stop our journey. We continued our journey. So this is the meaning. So this is how we use conjunctive adverbs in sentences. I hope all my dear students have understand. Last but not the least, the last type of adverb is a relative adverb. As the name itself suggests, it build up relation. How? Let us see. Some of the relative adverbs in English are when, where, why. You see, they build up relations. That is, they combine sentences. You see, this is the place where I was born. You see, where. This where is a relative adverb. Why? Because it is joining the parts of sentence. I remember the day when we met. This is the house where I was born. I remember the day when we first met. Do you know the reason why he left early? This is the park where we used to play. I will never forget the moment when she helped me. Tell me the reason why you were late. That is the village where my grandparents live. Just to look at the red color words in the middle, they are functioning as relation. That is, they are joining parts of the sentence. That is why they are called relative adverbs. So I hope all my dear students have understand my class related to types of adverbs very well. In before this I made adverb means what and related so many examples I gave. In the very next video I covered all the types of adverbs, and this is the long video. I request everyone to watch the full video, then only you can understand a comprehensive input you can get related to adverbs, and you will have no any doubt. If you just watch only 1 minute 2 minute, it is totally not useful. Just to sit in a particular place and watch the full video, then only you can get the benefit. And you don't worry about these notes. I will send notes related link in the description box. There is no need to point out any topics related to this adverbs types. So I will send the full notes in the description box. So thank you very much. I request everyone once again, please subscribe my YouTube channel and hit on the bell icon so that you never miss an update. Thank you one and all.